welcome to my newly started channel, This is Total War. I will be doing Let's Plays on Legendary difficulty alongside aiming for the Steam achievement This is Total War. That means I have to declare war on every faction the turn I encounter them, as well as never negotiating a peace treaty. I will start with the Western Roman Empire in Total War Attila. This is a campaign I've been wanting to do for some time now. I should tell you that I don't use any mods for the game. I also don't have the battle time limit checked because I simply don't like it. I also want to tell you that I will try to hold on to every region. So I will not straight up abandon any territory willingly. Yes, that would cost me resources probably better spent elsewhere. But for me it's about the challenge in trying to do so. This approach could very well lead to creating a disaster campaign instead. So stick around and find out. Let's begin. Obviously I'm new to this talking while recording stuff, but I will learn as I go, and I expect my speaking to become more fluent as well. In the meantime, sorry for butchering the language at times. So, you know, be gentle. But feel free to give me some feedback in the comments to help me improve the content. That would be very much appreciated. I will just go ahead and skip the intro here actually.
It was the will of the late Emperor Theodosius that Rome be divided.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip this too. Alright, they made ready for war. We are going to start off with diplomacy before we do anything else, because we need to collect as much money as possible before declaring war on everyone. And right now trade is a very big part of our income. So actually I will start with asking the elements if they can pay me for joining the war against the Vandals here. Thank you very much. Let's see, I hope the Franks also want to get into war with the Saxons.
Without wisdom is not welcome. Be like a spear and have a...
Good. And sometimes the Angles are willing to join the war against the Jutes.
Speak. Come on. Do not waste time, better spend it hunting. We could lend sword and spear to your cause.
Take that.
The gods bless you with wisdom.
So the basic idea is to get a couple of these factions involved into conflict with each other, so to buy myself some time, basically. Good. Now we're going to go down to the Eastern Roman Empire.
Welcome, and let us be honored by your attendance and your words.
Are you willing to give me a gift?
We do not give gifts lightly.
Thank you. Let's see, what more can they offer us?
Be welcome.
If
Let us
I
talk,
join
and then enjoy
your
good
wars,
Roman wine when we have agreement.
what can you give me?
We are
Thank
a realistic
you.
folk and will accept this accord.
And if I break the trade agreement and the non-aggression pacts with the Iasigis, don't know how to pronounce that. No. What about 700? Thank you. Alright, so can we get anything else? I don't think so. Oh, no. How much we got so far? 13,190. That's pretty good, but we will get some more of the Assassinate Empire. But first, let's start dragging Eastern Roman into a couple of wars. Let's start off with
You have my
Germantians.
attention. Now, do not try to charm, wheedle, or cajole. For the war it shall be,
What?
if that is your desire. I hope that you have
The
already
Eastern Roman
solved the more-
Empire has refused to join your side. That's such bullcrap. Such bullcrap. I asked them to join one war against a small faction, and they just refused it. Well, that's a part of my plan right out the window. Guess we just have to deal with it. But it makes me kind of nervous. Like, what more surprises will we bump into as we go? Very well. Okay, then it doesn't matter anymore. We can just sell our some things here to the Sassanids.
The door is open to you. But
Break
if
trade
you wish
agreement
to
with
go
the Eastern
beyond
Roman
the courtyard,
Empire.
speak.
Yeah, that's already broken. But the military access isn't. $1,500 maybe? Maybe. Okay. Try this. Nope. $1,200 then. No. Let's go for 1,000.
My lord
Thank
will not
you.
rest easy.
So I think that's basically what we can. Didn't I just give that away?
In time, two things always.
Yeah, I did. It's probably just isn't keeping up. So we were able to make a bit of money here. That's a good start. Now let's just start declaring wars.
Feasting and hunting them.
Good God, what have I done? Yep, at war with everyone that we know of. Okay, next step. Because I had a plan for my starting moves here, and I will tell about them as I go. We're gonna take a look at the technology tree, and we're gonna start with the military techs to get first the competency spears, then the legios, which is going to make a big difference in the early battles to come, before moving on to the civic techs and to boost our economy a bit more and unlock things like wheat farm or sheep pens and stuff like that. So now we are going to start off with our main man here, Flavius Stilicho, and move in on
At your command.
the elements.
Advance.
We're just gonna see here, mercenaries. We're just gonna hire all of them. Not this one, not yet, anyway.
For death and honor! Destroy them!
As you see, the odds is in our favor, and we could auto-resolve it. But I will fight it manually because I want to do my best in trying to keep the army in the best shape possible. Because we are going to move straight on to attacking Eburacum, and when auto-resolving can do some stupid stuff. So here we go. And besides, it's kind of a nice starting battle. I'll just try not to mess it up too bad. We don't want rain. Nice and dry. Okay, we have them over here, and we're gonna have our, what are they called? Limitani bodyguards. Okay, shit. Actually, I want to have them a bit back.
By all that is holy, I think I am the luckiest man alive.
Are they moving in on us?
Come back quickly! Quickly now!
No, they're just taking the position. Okay. So what we want to do is just move our troops, and the reason I put my Limitani bodyguards a bit ahead of the others, because they are meant to suck up all the arrow fire from these guys, and that's basically the only thing they're good at. They are terrible, and why we want to get them to competency spears as soon as possible.
We hunger for blood and battles and speed!
Understood.
Mounted brigands! Quickly now! Riders, forward!
The cavalry is going to come in here in the back and take out the archers, or possibly the enemy general, depending on how they act.
General!
Okay, so something like that. Into Studio.
And defend!
We are not going to lose many of the Limitani border guards
Swift
due
horsemen!
to the arrow fire.
Advance at speed!
Okay, move a bit closer. Yeah, that should be okay.
Ready for
You know
battle!
what? We're gonna keep them over here. And heavy shot on you.
Missile armed warriors! Move it! Quick march!
Alright, that seemed to
General!
trigger them to attack.
Bowman! Forward! At speed! Missiles ready! Our aim is true. They will bleed for us! Your orders?
See, the scavenger mobs, they aren't that good. You know what? I'm gonna keep them. I wanna hit the nobles over here.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle.
Come on.
The enemy are losing their advantage.
We don't have to run them down. We just need to beat them. See, the only guys we're losing right now, that is the Limitani border guards.
Men are broken and are fleeing. We'll kill them all. Fight men. Orders understood.
Oh. Ah, shit.
Riders! Gotcha! Deadly missiles ready! Back!
Come on. Ah, come on. He will break soon. Come on, break him now. No, good. And the generals should break soon as well. Maybe if we just put the whistling shot.
Quickly
That's pretty decent. Could have done a bit better. We lost 261 men. And as you see, the Limitani bodyguards was the one sacrificed here. Ah, that was a bit annoying. Also that, totally unnecessary losses, but see what can we get here. 2% replenishments. Right.
At your command.
And as he fled the first time we attacked him, we didn't need to run him down the second time because he gets killed anyway.
Ready for orders.
So what do you have here? Authority. Understands work, extra cunning, good. Chance of having illegitimate children. As I said, I'm probably going to butcher a lot of words. Raised banner. You know what? I want to get him a bit more cunning because that lowers upkeep cost. But at the same time, my plan is to disband Stilico because this area is a big risk in having the faction here, because this is going to be a rough battle as it is, and if we're unlucky the Langobards might show up just next turn, and the Vandals, I'm not sure how they are going to act. You can see they can reach us here, but they can also reach Augusta and Iuvavum. So we'll see how they decide to move forward. But if I do get caught here, I don't want it to be Stilicho that's sacrificed. So what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna merge these guys. And then we should just be able to force march him here and give these guys over to him. Then we actually can disband him. I think I probably will use him, or Stilicho I mean, to raise an army somewhere in this area to try to take out the Swabians and as early as possible. So we also can merge these guys. So now we have 17 troops. Unfortunately, we're not going to make it to Eburacum this time, so they may very well sally out against us. If they do that, we should be able to handle it. Thing is, should I recruit this one? These are expensive. If I don't recruit it, the elements surely will. Not sure. I also needed to take down Eburacum the same turn I can attack it, but just leave it for now to think about it. Okay, so that's a good start right here with that win. Next step, before we move any more armies, we are going to have an overview of our settlements, because we are going to dismantle the buildings we don't need right now, like This Latin church here, I don't want that. Trade jets can stay. Fishing jet, okay, only that for now. This is going to make us a bit of money to work with next turn. And by dismantling the Christian buildings, we're also lowering our expenses a bit, which you see, yeah, we are going to recruit more mercenaries, so this is going to go down quite significantly before we end the turn. So it's necessary to lower our expenses where we can to be able to pay the army upkeep when recruiting the troops we need. So Aquitania, the gold mines can stay. The garrison encampment, where is that? Eburacum, yeah, that can all stay. The food, yeah, yep. This all can stay there. Smell this. Quarry causes squalor and public order issues. Yeah, let's get that down. Belgica, don't want that. This. I can't justify keeping it. This is high-risk territory, and that doesn't make a big difference. But the workshops can stay for now. Colonia Agrippina, local industry, no. Because Colonia Agrippina is also a high-risk territory. Eburacum, let's get to this. I will actually keep the rally field for now. That shows down. Lead deposit. Do I need that? I don't think I do. Not right now anyway. Spontium fishing jetties can also stay for now because that provides garrison, right? Yeah, the skirmisher marines, they can be useful when, because Saguntium will be attacked by the Abdanians. Dinium, no. Britannia Superior, not much to do here. Here, Latin Chapel, let's get that down. Tabernae. We're going to keep one Tabernae because we want to recruit spies early on, at least one. Because they can slow the Swabians bit, but we'll not keep Tabernae here. Guardhouse at Toledo, is it that necessary? Also food here, -6. You know what? Keep it around for now. Can't decide. Dumavia. Also, no. I will not keep that. Sublona. Trade yays, yeah. Because we also want to. I'm going to dismantling more buildings, but we need to be a bit careful. Because a lot of buildings provide income, and we have to replace that income with building other sorts of buildings. So we have to be a bit smart here. Galatia, local industry can stay, cattle herd stay, gold mines stay. Careless, get that down. Trade jetties can stay for now. Military jetties have no use for it. Or at least I can't justify in keeping a military jetty. As I said, we have to be very selective in what we keep and what we dismantle. So that quarry is actually going to stay because public order isn't that bad here. So it can stay for now. Mediolanum. Rally fields. The rally fields are going to stay here for now as well. Trade jetties. Guardhouse in Secusio. Yeah, it would probably be a good idea at least to keep it around for now, because we are not in immediate threat in the east, but we don't know how these guys will behave yet. So wait with that. Let that tree get down. Yeah, Sabernase. I'm going to get it down here, but we're going to keep there is one here. And that's the one we're going to keep because, as you see, public order wise, that isn't too bad either if you compare to Lagdunum, which is -14. Is so no. Anything else we want to get? Rotomargus. Wheat fields, yeah, that can stay. Rally fields, no. Iron. No, can't justify having the buildings for resources now, especially now when we don't trade anymore. We're aiming to own all resources instead. Magna Graecia, dismantle this. Actually, I keep the Cabernet here as well for now. Just to see if how the income is going to look next turn. Maybe I dismantle it next turn. Military jetties, Terretum. Oh. No, can't justify it. Trade jetties, yes. I keep the rally field garrison camp. This is clearly a region made for recruitment, so if we're going to recruit, well, let's try to do so here if possible. No. This is actually a decent looking settlement. I will go over the food and all that just now and just having an overlook on what to keep for now and what not to keep. Pannonia, Sirmium is going to get attacked very soon, so we can't justify having anything here really. We'll keep this because it gives us walls to the settlement, a better chance in defending it. Bathhouse. Let's knock that down one bit. Hunting grounds. Actually, Savaria. This is also going to get attacked really early because. But I will keep this. Augusta. Get rid of this. That. Roman Empire consists of a lot of settlements. Fishing jetties. Yeah, keep that for now. Also keep the quarry for now. Items. Venetia. You know what? I'm actually, at least for the time being, I'm going to keep the military jetties in Attila, because that provides a good bit of garrison, right? Yeah, and Attila is key region. If all this falls, Attila is where we stand. Was I done there? Yeah. Mauritania. Yeah. Let's keep it that way. So, as I said, I will give us some money for the next turn to work with. What I will be aiming for is food and sanitation, and we also want to get these auditoriums up for public order. I'm also going to build some guardhouses. Like, should be a good idea to have one in Colonia Agrippina, Camulodunum, and maybe Sophiania or Savaria, or maybe even Virunum. We can't have one in every settlement because we're not going to afford to, but at least one, maybe two of them. Let's see. So,
At your command.
let's start moving some troops again, because these guys, Praetaxus,
At once. Ready
yeah,
for further orders.
we'll merge these guys.
Make haste, men. We take this settlement. Laying siege to the settlement.
Let's hire the mercenaries here. I don't think I want them. They're expensive and high upkeep. But we need that.
Besieging settlement.
So yes, this is a battle we're going to take in the next episode. So I just think I will end it here. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you in the next episode.